Good morning, it's good to see you. The Indian monsoon has been baring its teeth these last few days and we've had a small gap in the weather, so I'm making a dash for it. Today we're walking 2.5 kilometres from Palolem to a beachside and beach called Patnem. Along the way I thought I'd talk about who would want to retire to India and why would you want to retire to India, and what does India have to offer for people that want to stay here for extended periods of time. Let's get on with it. Morning. This is my turn off the main Palolem road to go to Patnem. As you can see, there's lots and lots of water around after the drenching we've had. So who the heck wants to move to India to retire? I guess the first thing we need to address is the visa situation. The Indian government don't actually offer a retirement visa, and while I think this is a little bit short-sighted, I think retirees can inject a fair bit of money into the local economies. That's the way it is. From what I understand, and I'm no guru here as far as visas are concerned, many of the people I've spoken to, they use a business visa, or they... Hello sir, how are you? They use a business visa. Good morning sir. Or they register an Indian company. This is routinely extended each year from what I understand. So while you can't get a 5-year retirement visa or anything like that, which some countries offer, places like Indonesia, you can stay for extended periods of time. It's just a matter of going through, jumping the hoops and getting the business registration, I guess. Along the road to Patnem, see all these little cafes dotted about the place. Just sort of enough of them to offer a spot to stop, but not too many to make it too touristy. I like it. The obligatory cows, of course. I think one of the main draws for spending extended periods of time in India, and it's probably a pretty obvious one, is the cost of living. It's very, very reasonable. I know a couple who have Western standards who live in a beachside town a couple of, probably half an hour, 3/4 of an hour away. They have a 3-bedroom apartment, 2-bathroom, and the apartment's huge. I mean, enormous, and it's about 1 kilometre out of the main town, and it's very, very quiet. They're paying $600 a month for that place, and it's just really such good value. I did ask the question to them on what their total expenses were for the month. Everything, including fuel for a car, they run a bike, a scooter, they eat out 2 or 3 times a week at decent places. All their bills, including insurances and the rent, it all comes to about $1,200, $1,300 US a month, and they live very, very well. I went out with them a couple of times, and the restaurants they were going to were nice restaurants. So you know, that's obviously a huge draw. Just having I'm always interested in good morning sir, always interested in little spots, and obviously that's a huge draw for people who, you know, maybe just on their pension, for example, if you come from the UK, or Social Security if the US, or pension in Australia. It's very, very affordable. The food, in one of my previous videos I showed where you can eat a filling meal of a masala dosa with a big cup of chai. It's like $2 Australian. I've just come across a rather nice little cafe. It's got lots of artwork on the wall, and any cafe with lots of artwork is going to attract me. I think I'll have a coffee. And to top it off, we've got the resident cat, which is always a nice touch. He's looking quite well fed. Will he be a polite, friendly puss? Oh yeah, you like scratches? Cool. So let's talk about location. Or first of all, let's have a look at this artwork. We've got lots of photos here. That looks like Rajasthan art with the camels. An old sadhu, photo of an old sadhu, wedding ceremony. Some nice art as well. Lots and lots of books, which is always good. We like books. Excuse me sir, may I have a coffee please?
Yeah.
Coffee with sugar?
Yeah.
Thanks so much. So let's talk about location. I think there's a misconception. There's a misconception about India not having anywhere someone might want to retire to. And the reality is that's just not true. I think I've shown in the last couple of months that there are many places that would suit retirees. I know retirees that are living here, particularly in the south. They're is a problem if you go near the big cities. Yes, they're noisy, they're loud, and probably not ideal. But places like just in Goa and Kerala that I've seen, tucked away, the services are available. You're not far away from healthcare, you're not far away from transport if you want to take buses. Infrastructure's fine. Where I am in Palolem, I've got 160 megabits down and 120 up. The Wi-Fi is blistering quick. Yeah, so the location can be found here to suit you. Now, if you're an urban type person and you want to retire to the cities, I think that's a whole different challenge. For me, I personally wouldn't do that. It'd be too intense for me. But India's a very large place, you know. Apart from Goa and Kerala, I've lived in the Kulu Valley in Himachal, up near Manali, up in the mountains. And that has some wonderful little places. A little place called Nagar I spent a few months living in. There are plenty of places I think retirees or people that want to stay a long time will find here if they just sort of do a little bit of research. Obviously you need to come first before you make the decision you're going to move. It's always my advice that you come for at least 6 months and have a look around and get the feel for it before making that sort of a decision. One of the great things about India is because it's such a diverse geography, whether you like mountains, lakes, rivers, beaches or deserts, you've got plenty of choices. There are plenty of places in India where the location is going to be fine depending on what you want. Oh, sir, thank you very much.
Welcome, sir.
Have a good day.
Good day, sir.
The other thing that is of reasonable importance, obviously, is healthcare. Here comes the rain again. Look, I think you have to work out what your needs are. Like, if you have mobility issues, you know, it's probably not the best destination for you because it's, you know, the roads and sidewalks aren't really up for people that might need wheelchairs or assisted devices. But I don't know whether you saw a video a couple of videos ago where I had a small accident and I ended up having to use the public hospital here. I was charged 35 rupees and I saw a doctor, 3 different nurses. I got bandaged, gauze, a tetanus shot, medication, all came to 35 rupees, 35 rupees. But it goes without saying that you have to have health or travel insurance when you're away in these places. The private health system in India is very, very good now, I've come to learn. I've spoken to quite a few people about it, and people have commented to me in the comments when I've made reference to it in the past that the Indian healthcare system is very, very good. So you're going to get the care you need. As far as the insurance goes, look, it's just such a can of worms, this one. I've had people tell me they're paying $200 a year for it, and $8,000. So yeah, I don't know, it's a minefield, the health insurance and travel insurance for people as we get a bit older. And I'm just not that guy. I just don't know where the good insurance or providers are. Personally, I don't recommend who I use because I've never had to claim, and I think it's pointless making any recommendations if you've never had to get any money out of them, you know. So I'm just going to get the umbrella out because the rain's here. So I think as far as health and travel insurance goes, you need to have that in order, but I wouldn't worry too much about having to fly to Bangkok or fly out of country for any sort of major surgery. It can all be done here, but again, you need to look at your needs. It's a very personal, individualistic kind of requirement, your health needs, and something that shouldn't be skimmed over or forgotten or not attended to. When you come to these places, you need good insurance. Is that a parasitic vine or tree, or the original tree? I'm not sure. It's quite interesting to look at though. One of the things I really do like about potentially sort of staying in India for a long term or extended periods or retiring here is the other expats. I've been part of expat groups throughout the region, whether it be Indonesia, Thailand, Cambodia, and there's a difference. A distinct difference in my opinion, and it's just my opinion. The expats in India are a little bit more down to earth, a little bit more chilled. Many of them are creative, like they like to draw, paint, create stuff. You know, there's a guy I met the other day, he makes mandalas, English chap. I find there's a calmness to them. So if you're, you know, at the point in life where you just want to have enjoyable company without the rah-rah, I think India offers that. I think, you know, being social, we're a social animal, and even though many of us need to withdraw and recharge our social batteries, being social is an important part of, you know, wherever you move. In my experience, whether it be in Rajasthan or Kerala or Goa, is that the expats here are really, you know, quite well travelled. Some of them are quite spiritual, I guess, and you understand why they've been drawn to the place. But apart from that, they've all been around a little bit, so you kind of can explore different topics, and you know, they've got a little bit of life behind them. I really do recommend the walk from Palolem to Patnem. It's a really pretty walk, I guess, particularly at this time of the year as well. But yeah, it's just so lush and green, and it's quite quiet and very cool this time of the year as well, which I like. It's a bit annoying though when you're trying to make videos and it rains for 3 days in a row. We've now reached Patnem, and this is somewhat of an institution. It's called the Patnem Chai Shop. I don't know what its reputation is or why it's developed such a reputation, but I'm going to drop in there on the way back. This is kind of ground zero, or the central part of Patnem, and I was here the other day when I came out to make a video but couldn't because it was just too rainy. And these buildings are really nice. I think the architecture kind of reminds me of Mexican Spanish type hacienda, but it's probably not. I'm not known for my knowledge on architecture. Good morning, sir. How are you? What I will show you is some artwork that I've shown in previous videos. I've learned that there's this chap called Mario. I think it's Mario. And he's quite a famous cartoonist. And I was having a coffee here waiting for the rain to go the other day, and came across these wonderful little bits of art. I don't think Mario himself painted these, but they're just copies. But it certainly does add a bit of colour. Hello sir, how are you today? Good. What is the name of the artist here? This Mario, yeah? Yeah. What was his last name, do you know?
I don't know. Maria.
Hello sir, how are you? Thank you sir. So here we are in Patnem Central. This is the road to the beach, and it's a lovely little lane. Let's have a look down there. Another reason why you might want to retire or move to India is related to the geography. Let's say you based yourself in Goa. The options for travel in India are just phenomenal, whether it be, you know, world-class heritage sites like Hampi. You've got the Himalaya, you've got the Taj, you've got some wonderful beaches, you've got Rajasthan and the deserts, you've got the wonderful forts up there. You could spend 5 years going away a couple of times a year and visiting these places. And not just that, there's lots of local places around the areas too. There's jungles and national parks, and I think for those who need a little bit of variety where they're retiring to or staying, India offers a great option. And not just because of the variety of places that you can go and visit, depending on the season perhaps, but the transport costs are very good value. Yeah, I remember, oh geez, going back, I think it was 2010, I went from southern India, Madurai, Trivandrum, I think, up to the north in Himachal, or close to Himachal, and it was like $100 back then in reasonable quality accommodation on the train. It was a great experience. This dog here is looking at me in a rather serious way. What I note is, oh, the stretch is always a good sign. I've noticed since carrying the stick that just carrying it is enough. Some lovely little lanes here. This is what I really enjoy about this area I'm visiting right now, is that it's just so picturesque and pretty. Good morning, madam.
Morning.
Oh, what are you doing? Is this rice?
Rice.
You're cleaning the rice?
Yeah.
Do you grow the rice? Hello. Yeah, hello. Oh, you're making a dress?
Yeah.
Oh, very nice.
Sari.
How long does it make the dress?
Sari.
Sari. How long to make a sari? Ah, very nice. Oh, thank you so much. Oh, you're a tailor.
Yeah.
Uh-huh. Thank you, madam. It's got a little shop on the side of the road. But yeah, it's one of the things I really enjoy about this area is it's just pretty. The lanes and the shops and the trees, it's so lush. And that's the beach up ahead. And here we are at Patnem Beach. It's on first blush a really picturesque, yet another picturesque little beach that I've been told is the place where many expats go when the season starts in Palolem and other places. Just a lot fewer tourists and just a little bit quieter. But it's a great beach, great view. It's almost a cove, a big cove. Oh, there's another small headland there and another cove around the other side. Why wouldn't you like to retire to this? I'm interested to see what it looks like in season without the overcast greyness and ongoing rain. See the ladies working the beach up there and putting the sort of flotsam and jetsam in baskets and dumping it here, where I assume someone will come along in a truck and take it away. Well, they may use it for something, I don't know. Let's head back into Patnem. It really is a lovely time of the year to be here. I can't stress enough how lush and green and quiet things are, and yeah, it'd probably be my choice to spend the monsoon here. Sorry? Oh yeah! You're joking, man. Really? That's crazy.
I'm watching your Palolem video.
Really?
About the backwaters.
Thank you so much, yeah?
It was nice.
What's your name?
Shubham, by the way.
Shubham?
Shubham.
Shubham, thanks. Yeah. That's really generous of you to stop and say hello. Where are you going, Shubham?
I'm going to Chowdi Town.
Chowdi Town. Okay.
Some fish.
Some fish?
Yeah.
The best place to get the fish.
I also saw your video on Talpana where you went on that couples, French couple.
Thanks so much, man. Can I use you in this video?
Yeah, no worries.
Thank you. Have a good day, man. It's so nice, you know, like it really is. So nice when people stop you on the road and, you know, they're grateful for what you do, or they're happy to see you, and they, I don't know, just makes you feel good. Like, it's one thing trying to make a living out of it and trying to underwrite the travel costs being a traveller, but it, you know, I'm finding that the biggest reward of it is giving those people who perhaps aren't able to go away for another 6 months or 12 months an opportunity to live vicariously through it, get an idea of what the place is like. But also, there are a few people I know who've got in contact with me, and they're older people. They came through the region back in the 60s, and they don't have the capacity to travel anymore. And I often get emails from people sort of saying thanks because they can't travel anymore, and they appreciate that mine's a bit gritty on the street without fancy editing, and it's a bit more real, and that's really quite rewarding. So when someone stops on the road like that as well and says hi, and I just watch a video and they're smiling, and I don't know, pretty good job. So this is the famous Patnem chai shop that I've been told much about. So when in Rome, grab a chai. Let's have a look. Good morning. How are you?
You met Al, right?
Sorry?
You met Al?
Al? Yeah, of course.
Yeah. So Al told me about you.
Oh, really?
Because I am also famous.
I'm famous. Yeah, I don't know about that.
I mean, also told me about you.
Oh, did you?
I mean, in the same way, like I'm doing much similar stuff here.
Oh, you're YouTubing as well?
No, people make my videos.
Oh, people make your videos.
Here, the chai shop has gone 50,000 on YouTube. This place is very popular.
Yes, I've been told. That's why I come today.
And you can have something and sit with us if you feel like, because we are the happening people actually.
Well, Who am I to turn down an invitation from the happening people? I'm going to sit down with the cool kids, and I'll let you others just watch in awe, you know. But yeah, nice welcome. Yeah.
This is supposed to be the power zone.
The power zone.
Yeah.
Okay.
The young and the
So there's a lot of flexing, yeah.
And the old.
Maybe I'll sit up here with this dude. I think this is the cool dude. I think this is the dude.
This is the coolest spot.
Yeah.
He's the one who.
Oh, I'm sorry. Am I in yours? Am I sitting in your?
I'm just shifting this.
No, please. I was sitting in your place. I'm sure of it. I am sure I was sitting in your chair.
It's not every day, so it's fine. You can.
You sure?
Yeah. I was just getting to come out of the way.
Yeah. I know it's your seat, man. I know it's your seat. Thank you so much. Yeah.
It's a special day, like.
We got the sun after 3 days. So I was just.
Yeah. I've been stuck in my room also. It's so nice to be
I
outside.
enjoyed
Yeah.
it for a minute and it's gone.
Yeah. I think we have to enjoy it while we can. Yeah. What's your good name, sir?
My name is Santosh.
Santosh. My name's Wayne Santosh.
Your name is?
Wayne.
Wayne, yeah.
Yeah. You're here every day, yeah?
Yeah, yesterday I was like playing pool in Bunk and Row and Paul was there.
Oh, you saw Paul?
Yeah, so Paul was telling me like, there's like a cool Australian who's like doing videos and stuff like that.
Wow, that's so
He was
nice.
asking me because I build like electric bikes and I teach people.
Do you repair Peter's electric bikes as well?
I do.
Yeah.
So I also do trainings on woodworking and stuff like that.
Ah, right.
For kids and
Yeah.
it's more like I call it the waste to wealth kind of thing, like making products out of all the waste wood.
That's a great idea. Yeah, good for you, man. You're from Goa? You're from
I am from Bangalore,
Bangalore?
but I stay here.
Oh, okay. So your family's in Bangalore now. How long have you been here?
Here I've been coming here for the last 10-15 years, but now permanently I'm staying here for the last 1 year. Like I've taken a house to stay.
Oh, very nice. So you're committed now to...
Yeah, I mean, the traffic and
Sure.
pollution
Yeah.
and capitalistic mind of people running towards in the cities.
We're going to get on well, Santosh. We're going to get on well. Will you excuse me one minute, please?
Stories coming together.
That's another thing while I'm here, I just on the social aspect of it, the Indian people are just so generous with their time and interested in talking with you. And you have this ability to communicate with a huge majority of Indians that you meet, particularly in the south. So you aren't restricted to that expat community. You can walk up to most Indian people and start a conversation, and they're just really so interested in knowing about you, you know. I'm going to go in there and have a chai and chat with a few more. We'll be back within a sec. I'm starting to understand why the Patnem chai shop has developed somewhat of a reputation as friendliness and as a bit of an institution. Miles and Jordan? Goodwin. My apologies, Goodwin. Miles, you're on holidays travelling, or you're...
Yeah, so my family is... my dad's family is Australian, so I have an Australian wedding that I'm going to, and from the UK, it's like I wanted to stop off here to go visit them.
Is it your first trip to India?
Yeah, it is, and I've had the best time.
How long
it's
have you been
amazing.
here?
I've been here for 2-3 weeks now.
Right, so...
And I'm travelling on my own, and I've just met the most amazing people here. So.
What prompted the interest in India? Sort of, this is your first trip, yeah?
This is my first trip. It's my first solo trip, and I've heard that India's not a place that you should solo travel as a female, and I kind of just took that as a challenge and was like, well then, that's where I'm going, and thank God I did, because everyone's so lovely. I don't know why there's so much stigma around it.
Yeah, it gets a bad rep. I think a lot of people in social media sort of try and cash in on the negative aspects of India, and that doesn't serve it very well, you know.
No, not at all. I think it's counterproductive to do that, because I mean India's such a huge place, and then you're just like honing in on like, if you go to a massive city, of course it's going to be really busy, but if you find your little spaces, then it's great. Yeah.
I completely agree. Can I ask what you do in the UK, Miles?
Yeah, I study photojournalism,
nice.
like photography and journalism. So similar to what you do, I guess, like traveling around and like documenting that kind of thing.
Yeah.
But I don't. I do a lot of journalism in the UK because, I find when it comes to like reporting on like other cultures, worlds. I feel like it's up to them to be able to portray themselves how they want to do it, if that makes sense.
Did you bring the camera with you?
Not on me because it rains so much. It's in my hostel, and mine is not waterproof, and I'm not. It's too expensive to break.
Yeah, sure. Will you be returning? How you don't know how long you're going to be here?
Oh no, I do, because I have the wedding, so I have my flight on the 28th, so I have another week left. Yeah. Will
you be making a return visit, do you think?
Oh, if I can find the funds, yes, but realistically, probably sadly not. Yeah, we'll see, we'll see.
This really is the social sort of heartbeat in Patnem, I think, and I have to say the chai is outstanding. Okay guys, thank you so much, have a good day. Yeah. Well, that was fun. There was a lot of energy in there. Okay, we're going to turn around and head back to Palolem. I've moved hotels, and I'm really pleased where I'm staying, and I want to give you a bit of a tour through that. We'll see if we find something along the way. It really is a lovely walk from Palolem to Patnem. Really tranquil, really calm, quiet. Another thing I considered as far as you know, coming and spending extended periods of time or retiring to India is just its depth and rich history. Like every region has its unique culture, and there is such a depth of history here that you could spend a lifetime researching it, digging into it, taking interest in it, and that could, you know, it could fill up your days quite easily. I guess what I'm trying to say is I don't think you'd ever get bored in India looking for something to do. There's plenty to do if you have a mind to explore a bit, or you may just, you know, like some of us, foresee a future where we'll do very, very little and just enjoy the one place where we are. Hello sir, how are you? Good, thank you. I've got a hill to walk up now, the one hill. It's not a huge hill, and not a serious gradient, but if you try and walk it at a reasonable pace, it sort of makes you feel like you're doing your exercise for the day. I think that's something that we should bear in mind as well, is that, you know, keeping your fitness. And people say you walk everywhere, you walk absolutely everywhere. Well, I do, because I'm aware that, you know, as the finish line approaches, I want to be as mobile and as fit and as active as I can be, so I can still enjoy myself and not have the issues of immobility and that. So when I come across hills like this, rather than just amble up, I try and put in a bit of effort, as you can probably tell. But, you know, I think it's something we all around our age have to start considering. It's never too late either, you know. If I went out walking with someone a couple of weeks ago and they didn't walk much and they weren't that active, and it was quite apparent there was a distinct difference in our levels of fitness. And, you know, I was saying to that person, just start small, and, you know, within a few months, you'll notice a huge difference. I went through a sedentary stage a couple of years ago and put on a lot of weight, and it took me, I guess, 3 months to get to the point where I could walk quite energetically for 5 kilometers or whatever. It's a bit of muscle memory there as well to consider, I guess, but it's never too late, people. If you're going to come out and live in these places, or just generally in your life at home, you know, being relatively physically active just allows you to experience a lot more. It opens up a lot more. So I think somewhere like this is the perfect place to work on it, if you like. Back to where I stopped for coffee this morning at Caesar's Cafe. I like it. It's very, very simple, but goes to show you don't have to do much to make it interesting. Yeah, some great photos and art and nice colours, and we're getting closer to home. Hello, how are you? What are you doing? Oh, playing music for a blessing, yeah? Okay. Well, you want some money? Keep playing. Ah. Thank you. Have a good day. I've never seen that before. She's got a little sort of temple on her head and got the drum and making a bit of a noise, offering blessings perhaps. Do they have female religious people? They do, don't they? I know they have female sadhus, but she didn't strike me as a sadhu type. Maybe she's just trying to make a living. I think it's fair to say that this type of video isn't really my forte. I'm not that knowledgeable on things like, you know, retirement visas, what you require, and sort of conveying that type of information. So I'm sure I've left out some things that people would want to know about. Perhaps we can start a discussion in the comments if people want to know other things. So I apologise if there's aspects to retiring in India that I haven't touched on, which I'm sure there are. But, you know, sort of rounding it out, I think India is overlooked. It has many good options, many great destinations to have an extended stay or retire to. Its infrastructure in these places is fine. Its health system supports things very, very well. You don't have to leave the country for any major operation. Just make sure you got your health and travel insurance in order. So much to see, such a vibrant culture. The people love to chat. The expat community is really, really good. Well, for me at least, I really enjoy the expat communities in India. It's cheap travel, so many geographically diverse places to visit while you're staying here. Yeah, gets my vote. This is my cue to turn left. Second puddle to the left and on till morning. What I want to do now is I want to show you the hotel I've moved into, or the suites that I've moved into. I really like it. It's probably been my favourite place to stay on this trip actually, so I want to give it a bit of a plug. So I'm staying in the middle of Palolem in a place called Canvas Suites, and there's so much I really like about this place, not least the people who work here. These guys, hi, that's Cash, and I've forgotten your name. Sujata. Sujata takes care of sort of maintaining and cleaning the rooms and the areas, and Cash is the main dude for anything you need. What I really like about these guys is they know the perfect balance between attending to your needs and leaving you alone, and if you require anything, it's instant, it just happens. So this is my room. I have got to know the owners quite well. I'll turn that light off because it flickers and I know it's difficult to see the screen, but I've got to know the owners quite well. I think the thing about this particular place is its Western standards. Like the bed is really, really comfortable. The Wi-Fi is like 160 down and 130 up. The doona is a real doona. You can cuddle into it and feel like it's a real doona. There's backup power. The power goes out here all the time. These guys have got a backup power set up so that one light and the Wi-Fi and that stays on. It's hot water, it's air conditioned. The balcony's got a wonderful little view, and it's really quiet. You're right in the middle, but it's really, really quiet. I really like this place. There's cupboards and a little sitting area. When I put my 2 shirts, my toilet paper and my last clean pair of underwear. The coffee station comes with kettle and cups and coffee, and you've got the fridge obviously. I keep a 5 litre water there for my own needs. Quick look at the bathroom, which is probably going to flicker a bit. But again, it's kind of like Western standards. The water's hot, the towels are in the right place, everything's super, super clean. I guess the thing that stood out most to me here, apart from it's obviously very, very comfortable, is when I first moved in, you know, I explained it to the guys that I needed good Wi-Fi. I moved in and it just wasn't working. It'd drop out, you'd get 5 down, nothing up, and it was just impossible to work with. So I contacted the owner, and he was doing other things in town. Dropped everything, dropped what he was doing. He runs a couple of businesses, dropped everything, came over personally, spent 1 hour messing around with routers and meshes and trying to get it all working out, solved the problem and got it going so that it suited me, you know. So that speaks volumes to me, when the owner will drop everything they're doing, not give it the task to one of their employees or whatever. He personally will come and sort it out, and that spoke volumes to me. So yeah, really happy about that. Forgot to mention there's the TV, of course. with everything you need on it. It's just what I needed actually. So yeah, really happy with this Canvas Suites. I'll put the contact details for Canvas Suites in the video description below. As always with these types of things, your ability to negotiate, the time of year, rates fluctuate. Get in contact with the guys here and they'll give you the best rate that they possibly can. Obviously, if you're staying longer, that's going to serve you better, but very good standard here. Like it a lot. Not going anywhere from this spot until I leave India. That's just about it for this one. Thanks very much for coming along for the ride. As always, I hope you're well and happy in life and doing the things you want to do. We'll see you soon.